Good afternoon, Devin Swain here, Flag on the Play, and today we're going to talk about all the things that happened this weekend, like this thread on Facebook that led me to do the top 50, and on top of that, we're going to talk about an interview that I did on the field with Q from Defiant. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's get into it. Over the weekend on Facebook, a PFFL player started a thread that brought the whole league out. Everybody was commenting. I'm talking 4,300 comments. Even had people talking about people's moms. People talking about, oh, I could give you a job. I could claim you on my taxes as a dependent. It was all kinds of trash talk. And what was really funny is that this set the stage for the whole weekend. I've never been so excited to watch flag football games before. But this weekend I was, and even Jeremy Greenwald called out Corey Vorum on numerous things that I can't repeat on league airways. But just know that Corey Vorum actually got the last laugh when his team, Primetime, beat up on Balls Deep by like 30 points. I don't even want to give you the exact score because it was just that awful. And that's what led me to the top 50. Action. Alright, so let's talk about this top 50 that I did. The top 50 is crazy. But first of all, I don't feel bad about my top 5 picks. Let's get into the top 5 picks real quick. At number 1, we have Jason Cahill, played with Rain and Vapor. He has so many championships that I don't think anybody can question that. Number 2, Darius Prince off Vapor. The dude is just a beast. He's a freak of nature. He's the LeBron James of this league. What more can I say? Number 3, Michael Lusick off of Rain. Won like 5 or 6 straight championships. The best quarterback this league has ever seen. I mean, I can't say enough about how great that guy is. And then we have number 4, we have DJ Douglas, formerly of Chaos, Rain, Havoc, all these other teams. Best pure defensive back that I've ever seen in PFFL history. And finally, to round out the top 5, we have Ed Tazi. Ed Tazi from Steeltown and Vapor. He has championships with both teams, and the guy's a flat-out stud on both sides of the ball. Action. Now that I talked about the top 5, let's talk about the biggest snubs. First of all, we have Brian Maldonado, aka BM, the best possession receiver that Vapor has. This guy is a multiple all-star guy. He's been there a bunch of times, and the guy also has some of the best hands in the league. But for some reason, he just didn't stand out to me like his teammates Darius Prince and Cornell Mack, so I overlooked him. So for that, BM, I'm sorry. I messed up. You should have been on the list. Second of all, we have Kenny Ashmore, the back-to-back Iron Man. The dude is just a beast for Primetime, and without him, I don't even know how far they would go. That was a complete misnomer on my part, and I do apologize for that. But now, let's move away from the snubs, and let's talk about people that are on the list, but many players object to where I rank them. Many players objected to where I ranked them. For example, Leroy Franchise Johnson, number 15, currently plays for the Horsemen. A lot of people said it to me, of course, because you'll never say this to his face, but you said it to me that you don't think that he belongs there because A, he's big and slow, B, he can't cover anybody on defense, and C, he hasn't done enough in the league to warrant him being number 15. Hey, Leroy, if you got beef, take it up with your fellow players who wouldn't say anything to you, because I ain't do nothing, man, so don't come knocking at my door like Debo. And the brother does look like Debo. Now, we have another guy who a lot of players objected to, Frank Swift. What has he done? Has he ever won anything? These are the things that people were saying to me about our pick of Frank Swift in the top 10. And I felt like the dude was a really good player, but apparently a lot of players don't agree that he should be there. And then finally, Ray Toomey on the Vultures, a standout receiver, can also play a really good defensive back position as well, but a lot of people said, Toomey, he's not even the best player on his team. Penny McClinton is better than him. Yeah, why would you even put Toomey there? He doesn't belong there. So that's basically what people were saying to me. So Toomey and Swick and Leroy, if you got beef, don't take it up with me. Because these are your own players' words. Now check out this interview that I did down on the field. Good afternoon, sports fans. Devin Swain here, the Pittsburgh Flag Football League, with our on-the-field interview for Flag on the Play. And I'm standing here right now with Quincy Stevenson from Defiant. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good.
That's very good to hear. Now, Quincy, I noticed last week that was really hard on you guys because you didn't have your starting quarterback, P.J. McGuigan, and I really felt like you guys just didn't look right. You also didn't have all-star Brandon Ballard. So what happened this week to help you guys get some wins?
We're still pretty disappointed right now. We're not playing Defiant football. We haven't been able to put a full game of football together yet. What we're doing is still making some mistakes that we really shouldn't be making, but we're trying to put it together for the playoffs.
And I know the playoffs are coming up, and you're very excited. Just tell me a little bit more about what is your team's state of mind going into the playoffs?
Right now, our state of mind is to compete on every play. Every play to compete, to go all out on every play, and just play each play one play at a time. That's what we're trying to do, to put a full game together. We're not worried about everything else. We're just worried about playing one play at a time, putting a full game together, and competing on every play.
And lastly, the top 50 came out, and I know that you guys had about 2 or 3 players on there. I know that PJ made it, Kenny Brown made it, Brandon Ballard made it. Are there any slights? Did we get anything wrong specifically? Should you have been on the top 50, man?
Hey, it's all good. I don't have to be on the top 50. I enjoy to come out here and play. Those guys that are in the top 50 deserve to be there. We have a lot of good athletes out here, a lot of guys that come out and ball out. I'm just glad that Defiant is represented in the top 50.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's Flag on the Play. I'm Devin Swain. I call it like I see it. And with that, let me lead you off to a couple highlights.
Went to the mirror, put a comb in my hair. I made a move, know what to do. Try to break and run. Angola, 1964.